Swisscontact is an independent Swiss foundation for international development cooperation. In Uganda, Swisscontact has established itself as a leading NGO in the humanitarian development nexus through the design and implementation of market systems projects. One of them is in Kyangwali Refugee Settlement. We do this by facilitating technical and business skills training in mushroom production and marketing to reduce refugee dependence on humanitarian aid, boost food security and promote access to income-generating activities, ultimately improving livelihoods.
The Permaculture for Income and Food Security project is a social enterprise aimed at actually improving the economic status and nutrition of our beneficiaries in the refugee settlement. We also play a market facilitator role, and of course that is through building capacities of local institutions. What makes us unique, we have brought in the market system development approach, which has never been here in the camp before. Yeah, because you find that most organizations here are generally handout organizations. So with our new approach, it has really made us, increase income in the community and also create employment.
Swisscontact conducts trainings within a learning group setup, which eventually transitions into business entities. Our interventions rely on participatory engagements and building solid partnerships with system players to achieve impactful and sustainable outcomes. We engage the private and public sectors and encourage the development of innovative solutions that benefit the local population. Together, we pave the way for refugees to acquire skills, knowledge, agricultural inputs, access to markets, and financial services.
We are working with public sector, and that is the Office of the Prime Minister, and that is the custodian. And then we have our donor, UNHCR, and then also we have the private sector, market players. In Kyangwali Refugee Camp, we have our refugees from DRC Congo, we have from Burundi, we have some from Rwanda, and also some from the Southern Sudan. The uniqueness of this camp is that most of the refugees can access education actually outside the camp. And actually they can also be given permission to start business outside the camp or even construct outside the camp.
The trainings offered are human-centered since they are not limited to technical skills but also include marketing, life and soft skills.
Here you realize that actually they are too enterprising, and of course for the permaculture project you'll find that all the products here are sold at farm gate, and that is something that is different from other areas where you have probably maybe to look for market outside. When they go back to their country, they can be able to transfer this knowledge to their country, knowledge and skills that will probably enable their country to be stable.
Muri Congo icyari kimbeshejeho twarahingaga, ariko mu guhinga indambara ikazira ducangaranya ikatwirukangaho gutyo. Tugeze hano mu Uganda mu kampi dufata icyemezo cyo gukora ikito. Swisscontact yaduhaye ingunga y'ibikoresho byo gukora, koherereza n'abarimo bo gukora iki bo kubitwigisha. Dusanga harimo itandukaniro yo gukora iki, yo guhinga ibigori cyangwa ibishimbo no guhinga ibihumyo. Twasanze guhinga ibihumyo ari byo bifite umusaruro uhagije no kubonamo inyungu. Kandi ikindi tukagurisha tukabonamo isende, za sende tugasevingaho kandi tukanaguraho n'ibindi bintu, no mu buzima bwacu tukumva bifite hari icyo bimaze mu mubiri.
Those mushrooms you can do it in a 15 by 15 feet shelter. It is suitable. It's a suitable enterprise for this refugee situation. So it is only mushrooms that you can grow, and in the first months you begin harvesting. Mushrooms are very nutritious, as They are good for the mothers, the pregnant mothers, the young children, and being a crop that you can grow very fast and harvest, then you can also address those the malnutrition effects like the kwashiorkor, the marasmus, because it is an immune booster. So that part is very key, and mushrooms have really helped to reduce the disease burden in the refugee settlement.
Swisscontact incorporates gender equality and social inclusion in its project implementation. We strive to give equal access and representation to women. In this project, 60% of the beneficiaries have been women. When refugees access relevant market-oriented skills, an abundance of opportunities is revealed. They can engage in either self or wage employment and earn an income to tackle livelihood challenges, raise productivity and stimulate the economy. Swisscontact. We create opportunities.